All right. Hey, y'all. This is Cowboy Joe coming on here tonight. Again, talking about how you should be a cowboy and what to do for a cowboy. And basically doing what you got to do. Stuff like that. I'm going to get me a Dr. Peppy right quick. Down here. On my floor. I only see one person in here as of right now. Hopefully we get more people up in here. Jeff Harris and all of them. Some of the people that I mentioned are all my family members. It's just that I like when they're in here watching Cowboy Joe. And whenever people are watching, I don't take it for granted. Because I can use all the likes and subscribes and all that other stuff. I'm not sure where everybody is at as of right now. I did have one person in here and they had left. And my phone does do a doorbell type of nonsense, whatever. But now my phone is on silent. I can still get notifications. It's just it is on silent as of right now. And so we're just going with the flow as of right now. I don't know if there's a technical difficulty or anything in here because I only don't see like a whole lot of people. Where are you at? Anyway, we're just going with the flow and with the down, whatever you want to call it. There's not the whole lot to be with a cowboy or do with a cowboy. I got a couple of pairs of cowboy boots that I could share with y'all tonight on this video. But it's just a, going with the flow type of night with Cowboy Joe. And with that all being said, it's all related on YouTube and to YouTube and all that other stuff. And I think cowboys like to have their collards and all their vegetables and stuff like that on a farm. And really, to be honest, there's nothing really to it. And with that all being said, you just got to do what you got to do with farm-related stuff. Now, there's going to be there's a lot of different things that you got to, be aware of when it comes to farm-related stuff and stuff like that. Chris, it is not good night, God. Okay, stop. you're on here to help me with the YouTube channel. You're not on here to say good night, God. You're not on here to say, woo. No. Not what you're here for, okay? The whole YouTube live and this whole thing of whatever that, you're in here for, okay? Get you a cold Dr. Peppy, all right? Cheers to all you watching. Anyway, Cowboy Joe here is just a Dr. Peppy fool. No, I'm just kidding. He ain't no Dr. Peppy fool. He is just a Dr. Pepper cowboy. Kind of like you're just a, what's that song? You're just a doctor, the Coke. You're just a Coca-Cola cowboy. Well, this one here is you're just a Dr. Peppy cowboy. No, I'm kidding. I'm just making up my own song here. But that's not what we're about tonight, okay? We're just about redneck jollies. All right? No, I'm just kidding. Have you all ever had, okay, no joke, have you ever all had a Jolly Rancher? I'm not a big fan with those Jolly Ranchers just because I'm a cowboy and I stay off of hard candy like Jolly Ranchers and all this other stuff. I eat candy, but it's not Jolly Ranchers. It's chocolate. And Jolly Ranchers are not chocolate. They're different flavored candy. And with me, I don't like different flavored candy. It's got to be chocolate because I'm a chocolate candy cowboy. Okay? I'm a chocolate candy type of cowboy. I don't drink. I don't. None of that. Okay. We're not from. What's that movie? What's that movie? Nemo. I. No, we're not from that. Okay. We're not from Nemo. No. There is a part in Nemo that is Wallaby Way, okay, and North Wallaby Way or something, and that's pretty funny, okay. I'm not gonna lie, but North Wallaby Way, is pretty hilarious. Now, if you guys are just in here just watching, that's fine too. Just you can like and subscribe and share to this YouTube channel. Share it with family, share it with friends, all kinds of different stuff. But with Cowboy Joe here, it's perfect. And you can change it with everything. You could do everything. Just, watch and reaccum. Watching, reaccuming, what you got to reaccum, and stuff like that. Now, with that all being said, you can be a cartoon character. And I can show you a picture of me as a cartoon character cowboy that my sister had created. And it's pretty hilarious. My sister had created a picture of me when I first started my career of being a cowboy and stuff like that. And it's hilarious. And Cowboy Joe here is hilarious. We all know that. Okay. And with that all being said, you can go to Hollow Scream or whatever. But see, a cartoon character of Joe the Cowboy is right here. And it even says right on my shirt, Cowboy Joe. And that's a picture that my sister had created of me being a cowboy. There's my horse, there's everything. It's everything that's involved in being a Cowboy Joe. Another one is a little miniature me on a horse and a cowboy. And it's the same exact shirt that says Cowboy Joe. There it is, the miniature me. Okay. And of course in that one there's no mullet. But there is one where I am sitting on a swing and she did the same exact thing, turned me into a cartoon with me doing my pose that I did the other night. Orange shirt and everything. She comes over here every now and then or whatever and does these cartoon character whatever. But here's me as a Cowboy Joe, and that is on a swing and everything, where I peacefully, grow and want to continue growing this channel as Cowboy Joe. Um, there is another one somewhere where she had did whatever and then just went with the flow. But those pictures that I just showed to YouTube and stuff is pretty hilarious. Where is the party? I don't know. I texted everybody. They are not on tonight. I don't know where the party is. But I'm hoping that they'll all start getting on here. If it was for my Uncle Jeff, didn't have me blocked, I would have been texting him and told him that, we're on here and going live. But, he's just not on here as of right now. But with that being all said, I am going to have to end up blowing my nose or whatever. But whenever I do that, I'm going to put myself on mute only because it is a little bit gross and disgusting for everybody on YouTube to be hearing me blow my nose. So, and I'm not here tonight to gross people out. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and say that. And I'm under respect with YouTube. I'm under respect with everybody. And what that means by everybody is that with the Cowboy Joe and stuff, you just got to get up on a horse. You got to get your business done. You got to do that, especially when you wake up in the morning, brush your teeth, floss your teeth, whatever. Get out there, work with your horses, work with your cattle, and feed them horses and chickens and whatever. You just got to get the business done, and you got to make sure everything's done by noon. If it's not done by noon, then what are y'all gonna do? You're just gonna sit around. Oh, what do I got to do next? Yeah, that's just a whole 9 yards right there. But I'm gonna go ahead and take this right here off of my head and put it back in where it belongs. That'll take another 15, 20 minutes for me to do. But you all sit there and relax. And then after I put this away, I'm going to blow my nose. Alright. I am now back on YouTube. So, with that all being said, it should be the rest of the night being good. So, now that I'm back on here and going live and doing my fitness on here and got my nose blown out, and I'm not stuffed up in the head anymore, we're all good to be talking. So, and really, to be honest, I don't know where the rest of this party crew is. I think what we could call them is party poopers. Because basically and pretty much they're just, well, look at that. We finally worked up to 1 like. But these party poopers are late for the Joe the Cowboy YouTube channel live. Cough it out, boy. Cough it out. I don't know where our crew is or anything, so I don't know. I think they might have all left, but we'll just have to wait it out. Bye. Scooby. Sorry. I try to have respect for YouTube, and that just kind of slipped. Whoopsies, daisies. Anyway. Oh, man, I can't wait for Christmas. When Christmas come around, man, nothing but gifts. And yes, my lights are not on tonight. I didn't feel like turning them on. I'm pretty sure that whenever my whole entire Christmas room is Christmassy, you guys are probably going to want to see. But just hold on tight. Trying to see where everybody's at, and Chris looked at my text saying, "Yo, where are you at?" And he had said, "Where is the party?" And then he says, "Good night, God." It is not good night, God. I don't know where in the world he said that and where he got it from. So let's just ignore that comment. Let's see. I'm going to call my buddy Rolale, see if he wants to watch live on YouTube tonight. Hey.
What's up, my friend?
Not much. Hey, I'm live right now. You want to watch?
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you live.
Yeah, I'll see you live.
All right. See ya. All right. So he answered, and he said that he was going to come on. There's one party. Where's the other party crew? Oh, let's see. I forgot they're party poopers. Oh, look at that. All right. That's enough being goofy, Jonathan. Cowboy Joe, what's going on here tonight, boys? Well, let's just say I might not be goofy. Well, I can certainly say that we're all goofy, especially Christopher Urich. He's funnier and goofier than a girl. He's going to say, whoa, 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 don't put my name into it. Well, listen, buddy. All right, you are goofy. Everybody's goofy. You can't lie and say, oh, I'm not goofy. Yeah, you're goofy, all right. All right, partners. Giddy up, kitty IA, all right? I just wanted to come on and talk about what the main part of this reason was. Or you... Sorry, whoopsies, respect for YouTube. Anyway, that just come out and slipped. Each time I got a burp, I better put myself on mute. Because I got to start respecting here, okay? and doing what I gotta do is respect. I'm not. My name ain't Christopher Urich. Oh yeah, get on the phone. No, that's disgusting, bro. Anyway, and plus you're not a frog, so don't go right because you ain't really a frog. So, and then Saturday will be a big day. We are going on a church visitation, and that's where you knock on doors and put the and give people the gospel. So we're doing that Saturday here, and we're I don't know where my friend is. I just called him. He said, "Oh, okay, I'll see you live," and hung up the phone. And he ain't even on here. Well, where you where you may be? Anyway, he'll be on here. I got faith that he'll be on here. Um, let's see, who else can I get on here live? I told Jackie. I told my dad, Johnny Harris. Um, Maybe I can try my Uncle Lester. Hey Chad, I just wanted to ask you if you could help Lester go live. Hey Chad, I just wanted to know if you could help my Uncle Lester get on YouTube so he could watch me go live. I'm live right now. All right, so hopefully he'll get on. I just tried calling him, but he didn't answer. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that out loud because now Chris would be like, "Oh, I wouldn't answer you either." That's not always true. All right, there, buddy. Oh, hello. I see we got number 2. So hopefully that'll be good and great, and we can get a better good night going and rolling here. Um, and stuff. It's coming on 7:01. Can you tell Jeff that I am live right now? And so being a cowboy is a little bit tougher than anything. And I just texted my dad again to see if he could tell my Uncle Jeff Harris that I am live right now. I got it, Dr. Pepper, right here. But anyway, that all being said, we're doing what we can and doing what we could do here. Chris, you sit back there and you hush, all right? And then you can quit with them laughing emoji because that right there, what you just said, ain't funny. Anyway, we just try to get what's going on around here. So I also got some orange juice, Sunny D, to help here, and that's got some vitamin in it, whatever. So hopefully, whatever helps. And whoopsies, daisies. Anyway, I try to respect YouTube, and doing this, it ain't working very well. And again, I ain't a frog. Okay, see y'all. Chris, no, you stay on here. It's not funny. It just really isn't funny. You could pick on me and say stuff, but I mean, doing what you're doing right now ain't funny. Okay, say y'all. No, that ain't no. You gotta respect YouTube, okay? And respect Cowboy Joe, because Cowboy Joe don't horse around. I've said that on all my videos that I don't horse around. And I gotta see if there's a good theme song for YouTube, because I don't want to get copyrighted if I was to play Jason Aldean or any of those other people. So hopefully I can find a song or something for YouTube and what YouTube would allow and stuff like that. And play. What? I don't know. I really don't know what that emoji is right there that he just posted and put, and then GOOFY. I don't know what that means. All right, I don't know if that says goofy, or what. But anyway, anyhow, whatever. We did have a second person in here, but I don't really know what happened or what went on. But Chris is in here just messing around with me now. He's got all kinds of different, emojis coming in here. He's got laughing emojis, hearts, and what all else. It's not like I'm a mechanic working on cars. It's not like I'm gonna work on a car and just go thunk. Oh, my head. That is, but maybe it's gonna make you smarter. I don't know. It might make you smarter. It may make you dumber. I don't know. Just don't do what I do. Bump my heads and don't bump heads with each other and stuff. Because it might, that for one, it might make you dumber, or it might make you goofier. And really, I don't know what I'm part. Okay, I don't know. I don't know if I'm part goofy, part dumb. I don't know. I could say I'm part dumb, but I don't know. I really don't know with myself. All right. Note to self, don't be goofy. Well, that's hard not to do. Well, you might also say, what if I worked on a house and put it upside down? Well, that person's going to get mad because you put the house on upside down. For one person, and then if I put a door on somebody's house or whatever, and they go to open it and it goes backwards. It goes towards you instead of in. That person might get mad. Why is the door coming towards me instead of in? Well, maybe the person that put it in backwards. So you just got to see where it goes. All right. So yeah, you just got to see. All right. And I'm gonna tell you one thing: don't leave a dishwasher open, because if you leave the dishwasher open, somebody might not see it and run into it and trip over it, and that ain't. I'm just gonna tell you straight up, it ain't gonna be a fun day. I wish my name was Larry the Cable Guy, but that name's already taken. So. It is what it is. And what the YouTube Live is everything, okay? And you just gotta respect the elders, all right? Whatever whatever goes on, all right? Whatever goes down, goes down. And so, and when you go on with it, just go on with it. And hey, I'm gonna tell you one thing: don't leave a cart in the middle of a parking lot, because if you do that, somebody come back into it. They're not gonna be able to see. So they're gonna be like, well, what in the world did I hit? Oh, look, it was a cart. Anyway, with that all being said, make sure what's behind you is not there. One thing, don't run over a curve. If you do that, your car's gonna shake. No. And I don't know where my friend Rolel went. And Chris, if you're still on here, I don't know what happened to all the emojis. What's going on? Anyway, with that all being said, also, you might say, what happened to the electricity? What's going on? Oh, whoever took it apart stuck their finger in it and went bzzz. That ain't. Nah, don't do that. And sometimes, if you get hat hair, I'm not saying that I got hair on my head, but if you got hat hair or a hat head or whatever from having a head on it or hat on it, you take that hat off, it's hat hair. And some people might say, you know, what happened to your head? It looked like you stuck your head in a light socket because of all that crazy hair, you know. There's one thing. But and then if you shave your head like I did, they're gonna make fun of you. They're gonna call you Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. No, that ain't true. That ain't always true, all right? Or if you grow your hair out, you're gonna be like earlier. I called Chris up. He said, I'm gonna take you, and I'm gonna take you fishing, and I'm gonna catch a fish, call it a mullet, slap it on your head. That's not all. Yeah, don't do that. All right. But going live is my career, and I love going live. What's up, Rolel? Hey, buddy. Anyway, with that all being said, you're gonna have to, go with that slow motion, and you're gonna go with that slow going on, and then you're gonna go with that, and you're definitely personally gonna get, going on. All right, you're gonna get it going on, and you're gonna get it, get. You'll get it every time, no matter what you do. You'll get it every time. Especially if you work on something, don't be sticking your head or anything in a thing, because then you'll get electrocuted. And don't be hanging around electric or wiring, because that's another thing. You'll get electrocuted. And it's not always good when you get that done. All right. Now, it's always about safety. It's always about safety. Don't walk behind a horse. Don't stand behind the horse. And otherwise you'll get kicked in the chest or whatever. And also, don't mess with its tail while it's if it's doing if the tail's moving around, don't go yanking it. That horse will probably, for one, get mad and kick you, and that ain't gonna be good. So don't stand behind it. And for one thing, you could spray it with a horse, but don't always go for the legs. All right, don't go all crazy with the water hose. So you just want to watch what you're doing with it and go with the flow, go with the easies and stuff like that. You might say, what's easy, boss? Just do what you got to do. Do the things you guys want to do. Do everything that you guys want to do. Do it now, today, or tomorrow, because now it's dark. So if you're gonna do it tomorrow during the day. If you're gonna save it for the next day, do it during the day. Don't do it at night, because if you do it now at nighttime, you're dumb. I'm just gonna tell you straight up. If you do it in the nighttime, like weed eating or mowing, you're dumb. Just because you might miss spots and have stick ups and stuff. So don't do it at night. Do it during the day. Now, if you're cleaning the house or whatever, you can do that anytime, because you got lights in your house. You ain't got lights in the middle and outside. You just ain't got none of that. Okay, so You just gotta watch and go with that flow, go with the businesses and stuff like that. And you just gotta be happy. What's happening to What's going on, Jeff? It's about time you got on, and you weren't on last night. I waited long enough for you, and there was never a green light on the PlayStation. I don't know. You keep saying that I get on every night. No, you don't. I don't see you. Anyway, that all being said, okay. It's just there's one thing after another, and when you work with them horses, you just got to do what you got to do. Just don't hurt the horse either. That's one other thing too. You don't want to hurt the horse. I was not sleeping. All right. Anyway, okay, we got a bunch more comments coming in here than what there was earlier. So now the party's actually coming in. It's more like a party now. And with that all being said, I can actually start preaching. And what I'm going to preach on tonight is probably the president. All right. Oh boy. Y'all might say, oh boy, there goes Brother Jonathan or Brother Cowboy Joe preaching about the Donald Trump. Well, it's nothing bad. It's all good. Even though he's got the world upside down, but it's all good, all right? At least the other person is in there. And you might say, boss, who's the other person? Well, I can go ahead and tell you, okay? He's a ding dong head, and he's also Joe Biden. All right, Joe not smart. Okay, there you go. Joe not smart. That's his name. Okay, Joe not smart, not in office, because he shut down the pipeline for one, and he did it for one reason, to where Donald Trump can't turn it back on. Oh, that's a big trouble right there. All right. Well, that's why one. He's also got them shooting up boats and stuff, them drug boats, and I'm not going to say that's not a bad thing. It's probably a good thing, and getting all the bad people out of the country. All right, so I ain't got nothing wrong with that. But the other stuff that Trump's got is backwards. It's upside down. Everything's up so high. Like today, I went up to McDonald's today to get some lunch, and McDonald's was like $17 for the food that I got. That's incredibly high, you might say. Well, you ain't wrong. I only had $14. And here I am buying two fish sandwiches and a small drink and a small fry, and it was all $17. And here I am taking money from Joseph. I ended our relationship real quick by laughing about it. Well, that just goes to show payback from how he doesn't listen to me. He just wants to talk. He just when it knocks on doors and just keeps talking. Well, payback comes back and bites you. Anyway, that's why Trump's got to get everything back up straight. And right now, he's got it backwards, upside down. And see, there's a song on YouTube as of right now called "Fake News," and it's got Donald Trump in it. Y'all can look at it. I'll send it to y'all, family, and whatever. But it's got everything upside down right now. And I'm finally trying to get caught up and being my normal self here with this cold. and I pretty much still got it. I ain't got a sore throat no more. It's just a runny nose. So I'm saying after a few more weeks or so, I should be up, feeling myself. Right now, it's just no count. So, and everybody want to talk about, oh, it's COVID. No, it ain't. All right, it ain't COVID for one. But I just pray to the good Lord that Trump will get everything back into where it needs to be, and getting the rest of the bad people out away from the country. All right, that's needing to come around right now. And those of you that are Trump people, God bless you. I hope the best for y'all. And that's all coming from me because I'm a Trump person too, and I'm on the Trump train. And you might say, "Oh, there's no such thing as a Trump train." Well, guess what? There actually is. All right. So I mean, you can't tell somebody, "Oh, there's no such thing as a Trump train." There is. All right. There actually is. And I'm going to tell you, when Donald Trump almost got his ear shot off, I felt bad. Okay? I felt bad. Ain't nobody in their right mind need to be doing that to somebody. All right? There's just nobody in their right mind got that stupid to shoot Donald Trump's ears off. Man, that ain't good right there. All right. I'd much rather be a president right now myself and having having the gas go back down where it needs to be than somebody else doing that job. All right. I'm just coming from true facts here. I'd much rather be doing the president job than anybody else doing it right now. Put me in the White House, man. I'll have everything right back where it needs to be. The good Lord, we wouldn't make, I'm going to tell you, as of right now, that we would not make it right now today if we didn't have the good God and the good Jesus. I'm not going to close out right here and there, but I'm going to tell you, as of right now, we wouldn't make it today without those people. We wouldn't make it right now today if we didn't have family. Family helps people. They don't just go wandering around the neighborhood just helping random people out that they don't even know. But they could. There's people out in the real world right now that don't have food. And I hope the good Lord touches those people that ain't got food. Here I am being a good preacher tonight. And I hope I am. But I'm talking the real facts here. Cowboy Joe ain't for play when it comes to Donald Trump and everything. Amen, brother. Y'all might say, "Hey, amen, brother." But it's great when it comes to that. When somebody comes on live telling their feelings about something on a Thursday night probably means something to somebody. Now, if you're driving in your car like a crazy person trying to tell somebody off, that ain't the right thing to do. I'm telling you right now, that's just coming from the gospel. There ain't no Bible right now on my bed or in my hands right now. My hands are empty and free. Everything's right here in my head. I've written everything down in my head right now that I'm coming on here and talking about is in my head. Ain't nobody told me to come on here and do this tonight. I just felt like it. And I'm just feeling like telling my feelings right now. And that's how I feel right now. And once again, you all might say, amen, brother. Well, guess what? If I wasn't doing what I do right now, I wouldn't be on here tonight. I'm telling you. And Thanksgiving is just right around the corner, and I'm going to tell you all something. All right? If you guys ain't caring about, Thanksgiving or whatever, you better ought to, because you got to be, there's things to be thankful for. I can name off a few things. I'm grateful that I got a roof over my head. I'm grateful that I ain't living on the streets like a homeless person holding a sign. I'm grateful I got a bed to sleep in at night. I've been over this once or twice. There's all kinds of stuff to be grateful for. Your friends, your family, your sisters, your siblings, a church. Now I'm going to tell you, if you want to hear the good, honest truth from a Cowboy Joe, get up off your hind ends and go to church. Be saved. Get the gospel read to you. All right? Don't think I'm a crazy drunk coming on here tonight preaching, because I ain't. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't smoke. I don't do none of that. All right? And you guys might catch me out in the real world saying, good night. And that's only because I'm a good Christian. Because the good God is not really a good Christian word. So I say good night. So, all right. So I just want to tell you all that if you guys tuned in tonight, I'm glad that you guys did. All right. We're just going to touch above God, and we're going to touch above Jesus that died for our sins and died on the cross for our sins. That we thank everybody. All right. We thank everybody that does everything for us. And we thank everybody that there's food, and thank you for cooking and stuff like that. You tell family that. There's this, all kinds of stuff. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here tonight, and we'll come back on here probably again Sunday night or Sunday morning or whatever. Probably let's do, okay, we're going to do this. I'm going to give you guys some time to rest off of what I talked about. And we'll come back on here Monday night, and we'll talk about more. Okay? So I'm going to give you guys time to sit down and think about what I went over. And then Monday night, we'll come back on here, or I'll come back on here and discuss and find out from you guys if you guys remembered what I talked about. We'll rewind a little bit. I'll ask questions the first night that I get on here, which will be Monday night, and say, hey, do you all remember what I talked about? And you guys can comment down below and say, yeah, you talked about this, that, and the other, whatever. And then I'll pick up where I left off or whatever. But we can sit down and we can talk to about anybody. A pastor or whatever. But, all right, y'all. You guys have a great night. We're going to sit and rest until about Monday night. I'll probably be back on here Monday night around like 7:30 to get questions off of y'all. To see if you remember where we left off and stuff like that. And we'll go from there. But Jeff Harris and Christopher Urich and Roel, I'm glad that you guys got on here. I'll see you guys back on here Monday night at 7:30, and we'll pick up where we left off. Cowboy Joe out. You guys have the rest of the night, Thursday night, to you guys yourself, and we'll peace out.